Back once more with writer, director, actress Maggie Gyllenhaal. Maggie, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Maggie has programmed tonight's 2 for 1. We just had Fellini's Nights of Cabiria from 1957 with Julieta Messina. Coming up now, Babette's Feast from 1987. Like Nights of Cabiria, winner of the Best Foreign Language Film at the Oscars. By the way, we're doing this at the beautiful L'Alliance, New York's Florence Gould Theater in Midtown Manhattan. And it's a great theater. Thank you to them. What drew you here to a movie made 30 years later, to Babette's Feast?
I saw it one Thanksgiving. It was actually the Thanksgiving right after I got back from making The Lost Daughter, COVID. And we were like, okay, we're basically just gonna watch movies over this Thanksgiving break. We watched Tempopo.
No.
Had to cover my kids' eyes like now and then. And Babette's Feast. And I was like, because they were food movies like you were talking about. Right. I don't actually think Babette's Feast is a food movie primarily, although the food is incredible.
Oh, I don't know about primarily. Yeah,
but for sure, yes.
Yeah, right, but it is, yeah.
But yeah, I was so taken with it. I was so taken with what it was saying.
Which was?
Well, I'm not gonna like, especially before you watch it. We'll talk about it after, but I do want to say this.
Well, let me set it up before you, so hold that, because I don't like cutting it off you when you were excited. That was a mistake, but hold the excitement.
Okay, well, we'll start over.
So this is the story of a woman, Babette, who has just come to live with these 2 sisters who've led a quiet, very remote life.
Right, like almost like a puritanical.
Puritanical life, and she has led a bigger life in Paris, and circumstances have brought her to them. All right, now, your excitement.
Well, I did want to say, full disclosure, that my dog is named Babette after the movie.
That's right. Well, that definitely had some impact, yeah.
But I just rewatched it, and I was thinking, the movie is about so many things to me, but one of the things it's about is like a group of people coming alive. So maybe it really is relevant in terms of The Bride also, which of course is literally about somebody being brought back to life. But these are people who
There's a community.
A community,
a small
of
community,
super puritanical, very, very strict religious community where they almost believe in like a sort of a mythological way that like that pleasure is sinful. And that pleasure
includes food. Like
food,
right, decadent
sex,
food would be sinful. Yeah,
love.
Right. Companionship. Yeah,
like really, it's almost like a fable. So it's very extreme, and to me, it's about bringing that beating heart, that life back. The first like 10, 15 minutes of the movie have real coldness. They almost feel a little dead to me. And then Babette comes. And it's both the actress, Stéphane Audran.
Audran, yeah.
But I think it's both the actress and then it's what the character that this actress makes is what the movie's about. She comes in and all of a sudden you have like a serious actress.
Right.
Whereas before, I don't know that anyone in the movie is an actor really. They're more like dolls for the director.
Well, it's interesting because some of the older actors had been in silent films 50, 60 years before.
Or even the beautiful young girls. They're so beautiful.
Who play the 2 sisters
very young.
When they were
They're
younger.
so beautiful, they're gorgeous, but they don't have an artistic intention. It doesn't feel to me.
Or maybe Gabriel Axel, the director, deliberately tamped it down. It's possible, right?
Maybe.
All right, I'm not gonna...
But then,
you seem pretty
I don't
certain.
know. No,
yeah.
I don't know anything about it. I just watch it and I think, okay, this beginning of the movie has a deadness to it.
Maybe his intent was the deadness, even with the weather, and maybe that's why he hired the act, who knows? Yeah.
Maybe, but it's also got this really kind of, I think intentionally, kind of cold, stilted tone in the beginning. Like very kind of like, almost like dolls. And then she comes in.
I mean, the sisters, they even walk together. Their pacing is the same.
They
dress the same.
The old people in the town, the lovers, they're very like, kind of like, not very real. But that definitely feels intentional, 100%, I agree. And like, you're sort of like, huh, are we in like a fairy book or what? And then
Babette.
Yeah.
All right, Maggie, a perfect place to stop. Let's watch the movie. We'll discuss it afterwards. Here it is from 1987, based on a short story by Karen Blixen. That was Meryl Streep's character in Out of Africa, directed by Gabriel Axel. This is Babette's Feast. Back with writer, director, actress Maggie Gyllenhaal. Maggie, thanks for being here.
Happy to be here.
Maggie programmed tonight's 2 for 1, Nights of Cabiria first, and then what we just saw, Babette's Feast. A little bit of a similar ending. These people are going to go on. They're going to go on in a meaningful way, and you hope that the lives of those villagers and those sisters has been changed by the light and the art that Babette has brought to this community.
They have been changed.
Yeah.
There's no question.
You're certain of that.
I'm certain of that. I think the movie is certain of that.
Yeah, when they find out that Babette has spent all her money, Babette is like, an artist is never poor.
Which we were saying, obviously, a lot of people would take issue with that, but
There's some artists who would be like, hey, man, yeah.
But both movies have these heroines either giving up or having all of their money taken from them.
Oh, in Babette's Feast, her family taken from her, right?
Well,
she's lost her husband, she's lost her
but
son.
There is really something about money in both of these movies I think resonates now, you know, in this country where clearly, like, no matter what, in everything, that feels like it's the main goal. Survival, obviously, but also just everything is built around money. And in both of these movies, that is sort of highlighted. Babette wins the lottery. Everything's gonna be fine. She's got 10,000 francs, you know, whatever that is in 1870. And
it's a lot.
it seems like it is. And she spends every penny of it on, okay, you could say a meal, but on the chance to, first of all, do what she does.
Right.
And also to offer these people who took her in, cared for her when she really was totally desperate, to offer them something new.
Part of the awakening for the sisters, too, is their belief that they're going to lose her, right? I mean, to her, that's their most important thing, because they think she'll run back to Paris. It's beckoning. Right?
Yeah, but they're even like okay with it because they're kind of dead inside.
Right.
That's the thing. Like you're saying, maybe it's intentional. They do seem dead inside. Like they have these incredible experiences, both as young women and as older women with these guys. And they're sort of like, okay, bye. You know, like they don't, nothing happens until the very, very end, where that other sister says to her,
I paradis vil du være den store kunstner, som det var Guds mening du skulle være.
and she's almost like she's talking to herself.
Sure.
Like maybe in paradise she'll be the singer that she is. But I don't think that's the message of the movie. That is that kind of like opiate of the masses thing of like, okay, tell the people who are in such an awful position and situation that like next time in heaven it's going to be fair. In heaven you're going to get all the things that you should have had in life. You know, I don't think that's the message of the movie. Like they make a connection, they come alive. Babette's total sacrifice of this money.
I'm believing that the sisters, though they can't confront it, because to say they want Babette to stay would be acknowledging that the things that Babette has brought them matters, which their father, who we celebrate in this movie, and I think should, you know, not be celebrated. It cost one daughter a career as a singer and a chance to express her art, and cost the other daughter a love.
But cost both of them love.
That's right. Cost both
Like
of them
the
love.
opposite of Tevye and Fiddler on the Roof.
And the father is just
Their
like, well,
dad.
like, they're my hands. You want me to cut off my right and left hand? I mean, yeah, you're your dad, man. You got to get out of the way.
Exactly.
You got to get out of the way. But they are, so the women won't allow themselves. They just say, oh, she'll go back. That's too bad. But it does matter that she stays, and it because that is the thing that has brightened their lives over the last 14 years, is Babette's mere existence in this world.
Yeah.
Maggie Gyllenhaal, this has been fantastic. Thank you so much for coming. And
Thank you for having me.
you're welcome on TCM anytime. Any member of the
Thank you.
Gyllenhaal extended clan, parents, siblings, husbands, dogs, children, all welcome.
Thank you.
Maggie's work's done for the night, but the movies, of course, continue on TCM, and they are, as always, uncut and commercial-free. Thanks for watching.
Next on TCM, Blackout, then My Dinner with Andre, and later, Dinner at 8. TCM knows which fork to use tonight.